Hi, my name is Karina Chavez, and today I'm going to be doing discussion 1 for speech 1311. The first question was to list 3 things you liked about Richard Carthen's speech. The first thing I liked was how he immediately started with his point to wherever your feet are, that's where your focus should be, and he uses that a lot throughout his speech. It kind of grabs the attention of the audience right away using the metaphor, because most of us probably have never heard it, and he elaborates on what that means and what it is. I also enjoyed how he used examples that we can relate to when it comes to talking about discipline. For example, if you want to be a student athlete who's in college but also want to be a part of community meetings, you make time for what is important. He kind of goes into how every aspect of your life expects a result and not an excuse. And the last thing that caught my attention about Richard Carthen's speech was how he never turned away from the audience. He kept focus, and he was very confident in speaking towards them and speaking about what he had to say. Question number 2 was 2 concepts I learned from the video about developing effective introductions. The first thing that I learned was to always start with the hook, which means to speak about something or say something interesting to catch the audience's attention right away. Because if you start with a long introduction about yourself, you have your audience on their phone or not engaged. The second thing that I learned was your transition into the presentation. So now that you have started with the hook and gotten the audience's attention, you must show how the hook relates to what you will be talking about, and you must have a smooth transition in order to keep the audience engaged and not just engaged for the beginning of your speech. And the last question was some personal goals that I'd like to accomplish in 2022. For 2022, I'd like to first finish my summer classes with at least an A or a B, in order to have a good fall semester. And then for the rest of 2022, I would like to have a good first semester of my senior year and make sure that I'm on top of everything by the time the spring semester comes for everything.